The hospital halls carried a sharp sting of antiseptic, mingling with the heavy weight of unspoken fears. Machines hummed a somber rhythm, their beeps echoing the fragile pulse of lives teetering on the edge. Nurses moved with a quiet urgency, their steps a silent prayer for those they fought to save. In the midst of this, a man stood soaked to the bone, rain dripping from his coat, clutching a bouquet of white lily, her favorite, the only flowers that ever made her smile. His name was Ryan Hayes, and his red-rimmed eyes told a story of sleepless nights and a heart splintering under the weight of love and loss. He stood there, unmoving, unwilling to sit, unwilling to leave, clinging to the faintest flicker of hope. But hope, it seemed, had slipped away, leaving only the sterile hum of the hospital room beyond the glass doors. Behind that glass lay Emily, pale and still, her fragile form fading like a whisper in the wind. The doctors had exhausted their options, their words now soft and careful, masking the truth. They could do no more. Ryan could still hear her voice, faint but clear, from 2 days ago when she slipped into unconsciousness. Don't cry for me, Ryan. Just promise you'll think of me when it rains. And now, the rain poured endlessly, as if the heavens themselves were mourning her. Before we unravel this poignant tale of love, devotion, and the courage to hold on, I invite you to join us at HQ Infinite Stories. If you believe in the power of kindness, second chances, and love that defies time, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us share stories that touch the soul and remind us what truly matters. Ryan wasn't always this shadow of himself. Years ago, he was a vibrant young architect, his laughter as bright as his dreams. He met Emily in a moment so ordinary it felt fated. She was a teacher, perched on a park bench, reading to a circle of wide-eyed children. Her voice, warm and melodic, carried over the breeze, and Ryan stopped, captivated. It wasn't just her beauty though. She glowed like a sunrise. It was her heart. The way she knelt to wipe a tear from a child's cheek, whispering, "You're braver than you know." He lingered until her story ended, mustering the courage to say hello. That hello became coffee. Coffee became shared laughter, and laughter bloomed into a love that felt invincible. They dreamed of a simple life, a cozy house by a lake, morning strolls, and late-night talks about everything and nothing. But life has a way of testing even the truest love. It began with small signs of Millie's dizziness, trembling hands, lips drained of color. She brushed it off as fatigue. She was young, vibrant, untouchable. But one night, she collapsed in Ryan's arms, her body limp, her breath shallow. The diagnosis was a gut punch, a rare, aggressive heart condition. Terminal. Her heart was failing, too weak for surgery, too fragile to fight. Medication could delay the inevitable, but not erase it. Ryan refused to accept it. How could someone so full of life be slipping away? Emily, though, met her fate with a quiet grace that left him in awe. She painted, wrote letters, visited the children she once taught, determined to leave behind fragments of her light. Ryan pleaded with her to fight, to cling to hope, but she only smiled. Sometimes, Ryan, strength isn't in defying death. It's in savoring life, even when it's fleeting. Months slipped by like sand through an hourglass. Emily grew weaker, her steps faltering, her hands too unsteady to hold a brush, her laughter now a faint echo. Yet Ryan stayed. Through every hospital stay, every sleepless night, every tear he shed in secret, he stayed. Friends urged him to let go, to brace for the end. But he couldn't. He wouldn't. One chilly December morning, he walked into her hospital room, a small velvet box in his hand. Emily sat by the window, sunlight kissing her pale cheeks, an oxygen tube framing her fragile face. He knelt before her, opening the box to reveal a silver ring, etched with the words "Forever means now." Her eyes shimmered with tears. "Ryan, you can't marry me," she whispered. "You deserve someone who can grow old with you." But he shook his head, voice steady. "I don't need forever. I just need now. I need you. For as long as we have." The nurses wept, quietly as Emily nodded. The hospital chapel became their sanctuary, adorned with the white lilies Ryan brought. Emily wore a simple white dress, helped by a kind nurse, while Ryan donned the suit meant for a wedding that never came. Mid-ceremony, a doctor interrupted, his voice sharp with disbelief. "You can't marry her. She's dying." Ryan met his gaze, tears streaming, and said softly, "I know." The doctor turned away, silenced, as vows were spoken between a woman whose heart was fading and a man whose heart beat only for her. When Ryan kissed her forehead, Emily's smile was a fleeting glimpse of eternity. "Thank you for choosing me," she whispered. "It never hurt to love you," he replied. The weeks that followed were a tapestry of beauty and pain. They watched sunsets through the hospital window, listened to rain patter against the glass, and dreamed of a world without suffering. Emily wrote letters for Ryan for every birthday, anniversary, and Christmas she wouldn't see. She entrusted them to the nurses, to be given when he was ready. Then, one stormy night, as lightning cracked the sky and rain fell in torrents, her heart monitor slowed. Ryan held her close, whispering that she wasn't alone. With her final breath, she smiled faintly. "It's raining, Ryan. Remember what I said?" He nodded, voice breaking. "I'll always remember you when it rains." And then she was gone. The rain stopped, but Ryan's grief felt eternal. Her unfinished painting, her bookmarked novel, the empty apartment all haunted him. But one day, he found an envelope in her hospital drawer, his name scrawled in her delicate hand. Inside, a note. If you're reading this, I'm free. Don't weep for me, my love. You gave me a life I never thought I'd have. You didn't just marry a dying woman, you gave her a reason to live. So live, Ryan. Live for us both. And when it rains, smile. That's me, whispering, I'm still here. He clutched the letter, tears smudging the ink. But a quiet peace settled within him. Emily was gone, but her love lingered in every raindrop, every sunrise, every quiet corner of his heart. Months later, he returned to the park where they met. Children still gathered, waiting for stories. He picked up Emily's favorite book and read aloud, his voice trembling at first, then growing warm and steady. In their laughter, he felt her near. Years passed. Ryan never remarried, though many urged him to move on. Instead, he founded the Forever Means Now Foundation in Emily's name, helping terminally ill children chase their dreams, even if just for a moment. Each year, on their anniversary, he brought white lilies to her grave, whispering, it's still raining, my love. Her memory never faded, because true love doesn't vanish with the body. It lives in the moments it shaped, the kindness it sowed, the rain that falls through every season. If you've ever loved someone deeply, you know what Ryan felt. Standing by her grave years later, not just sorrow, but gratitude for a love that changed him forever. Take a moment to think of someone who's touched your life. Someone whose love still lingers. Drop a heart in the comments if you believe love never truly dies. And if this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to HQ Infinite Stories. Your support helps us share tales of love, faith, and resilience, reminders that even in loss, beauty endures. Because sometimes, love isn't about forever. It's about cherishing now. And sometimes, saying I know is the bravest act of love there is.